30-year-old company, that's a pivotal point. We've had a rig, or we've had multiple rigs. Maybe it was a cable tool and we bought a used rotary of some sort, and our business is growing and we're looking at the next generation, and who's going to be the next 30 years or the next 90 years, and how do we get there? And so now, which rig do I buy? Do I buy new? Do I buy used? Where does it come from? I look at 90% of our business that you're going to do. What has the last 30 years, what has kept you successful? And I build a rig around that. Think about, everybody goes, the next rig I want is bigger because I want to be able to do municipal systems, and I also want to be able to do a shallow 100-foot water well, and I want to be able to do everything in between. It's got to be the right tool for the right application. Municipal systems, most of our drill rigs, depending on the diameter, or irrigation well, we won't say municipal system, the irrigation wells, I can cut that borehole with that rig. And if I look at what the weight of my drill rods and my bottom hole assembly is, I likely, with 40,000 pounds of pullback, can get to many depths that I need to get to, depending on where we are, what we're drilling. From East Coast to West Coast, that's going to change. East of the Mississippi, sand and gravel drifts, shallower water wells. The farther west we go, the deeper the water well. So we have to look at that equipment. Now I want to look at my versatility of that equipment. Can I do mud rotary and air with it? Look at serviceability. Where is the closest service center? If the rig that you've been running is from a rig manufacturer that's still around, and you have great rapport with the parts guys, and you call up John and he says, yeah, buddy, I know exactly which rig you got right now, and I'll send those parts out, then I want to use John on the next time, and look at service programs. But again, that's regional, and that's why we see a mid-continent drill rig manufacturer, and a Western US, and an Eastern US, and a mid-con, Texas. We got rig manufacturers all over the country. It's finding the one that fits you, liking your salesman because he's going to be your first point of contact when you have some sort of situation that goes down, understanding your budget and how much money you're going to invest, because 30-year-old company, 30 years ago, what you bought that drill rig for and what they're worth now is a whole different game. 30 years ago, less than $500,000, right? Now we're 900,000, $1 million. And looking at that monthly payment is very important, and understanding how much work I'm going to get out of that. There's leasing programs, there's all sorts of different ways that we have that our fathers and grandfathers didn't have when they were developing their business. It used to be, I just went into the First State Bank, shook the president of the bank's hand, and he gave me a check for $330,000, and we started a drill program, right? And now we're looking at $1 million worth of equipment and the impact that's going to have on your company's bottom line. And that means having all the pieces together: a good salesman that's going to be able to refer you to the right tech in the right amount of time, a service center that's going to be able to ship you parts out to, and just all around the right culture. And then looking at new technologies that are reliable for your industry: electric over hydraulic versus straight hydraulic, rack and pinion versus lattice. Looking at what fits your market and what's going to work. Look at your competitors. Look at the guys that are being successful. Look at the guys that have had some struggling with different types of equipment. Pick your piece of equipment that fits you and your family, and then maximize it.